some content for you today. So if you guys haven't messed around with it, we're gonna record this and we're gonna do a YouTube video. So if you guys want to watch a YouTube video of it, great, do so. But basically, what we're gonna do is, if you guys haven't played around with it, ESPN has an NFL playoff machine, which I think is pretty cool. Basically, you go through the weeks, pick the teams you think is going to win, and you kind of see how the playoff seedings change based on that. So right now, we're looking at Week 13, hasn't finished yet. The Ravens are beating the Cowboys 17-10 right now. So do you feel comfortable go ahead and declaring the Baltimore Ravens the winner of that matchup?
Yeah, that's cool.
So at the end of Week 13, if we look at it, your seedings are as follows. You got Pittsburgh as the number 1 seed in the AFC. Remember, we have seven teams in each league this year because of COVID. The NFL added another team. You got Pittsburgh as the number 1 seed, getting the bye in the AFC. Number 2 seed, your Kansas City Chiefs, winning the West. Number 3 seed is your Buffalo Bills, winning the East in the AFC. Number 4 seed is Tennessee Titans, winning the South. And then your wild cards, you got Cleveland Browns at the 5 seed at 9-3. Miami Dolphins at the 6 seed at 8-4. And the Indianapolis Colts as the 7 seed at 8-4. And on the NFC side of things, Saints are the 1 seed at 10-2. Green Bay is the 2 seed at 9-3. The Rams win in the West right now at 3 seed 8-4. Giants win in the East at 5-7 and 4 seed. And then Seattle has the first wild card at 8-4. Tampa Bay 6 seed at 7-5, and Minnesota right now the 7 seed at 6-6. So we're gonna go through these pretty quickly probably. But let's go to Week 14. Travis, the first match of Week 14 is the Patriots and the Rams. Who do you think wins that one? Thursday night.
I'm gonna go Rams.
Rams won that matchup. Kansas City at the Dolphins.
Chiefs
definitely win that one. Dallas at Cincinnati.
I'm going to go with Dallas.
Dallas wins that matchup. Tennessee at Jacksonville.
Tennessee.
All right. Arizona at the Giants. This is an interesting matchup, I think.
I think the Cardinals win one. They can't afford to lose anymore. I know I've said that for a couple of weeks, but they can't afford it.
So Travis picks the Cardinals. We'll talk more about that in our Degenerates Digest. I feel differently about the matchup. But Travis, you see that one. When the Cardinals win, who's winning the East right now? Since the Cardinals,
Washington football team.
Yes, they are. So let's keep trucking on. Houston and Chicago. This game doesn't really matter, but
go Chicago.
Denver and Carolina. I like Denver. Minnesota at Tampa Bay.
Go Tampa Bay.
Colts at Raiders. I think we both like the Colts in that one.
Colts.
Jets at Seahawks. Clearly Seahawks, right? Yep. Falcons at Chargers. And again, not a game that matters, but it could in terms of opponent win percentage or some shit like that.
That's a tough one. I'm going to say the Chargers.
Okay. Saints at Eagles.
Saints.
Green Bay beats Detroit, right?
Probably.
Washington at San Fran. Very interesting game.
I'm going to go Washington with how they play, or with how San Fran played on Monday night.
I agree. I agree as well. Pittsburgh at Buffalo. Another interesting one. This is your Sunday night football matchup.
Yeah, it's tough because I would like Buffalo to lose, but at the same time, Pittsburgh, I think, has been frauds from not the get-go, but they haven't looked great lately. So I'm going to go with Buffalo.
Okay. And then I agree with that. I think we'll talk about it in Degenerates Digest because it's Sunday night this week, but I could see Pittsburgh covering. Baltimore at Cleveland.
I'm going to go Cleveland.
Okay, the Browns. So not a lot of change-ups on the after Week 14 on the NFC side of things. New Orleans still holds that first seed. What some big changes were is that with the Giants' loss and Washington winning, Washington has now got the NFC East, and Arizona snuck in because Minnesota lost Tampa Bay. On the AFC side, pretty much just had a flip-flop of Kansas City and Pittsburgh flopping 1 and 2 seeds. So let's go to Week 15.
And then the Colts and the Dolphins flop 6 and 7.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Week 16, Chargers at Raiders. Week 15, sorry.
Raiders.
Bills at Broncos.
Bills.
Really? You don't think Denver can win that game?
I think they can, but I just don't think they will.
Okay, we'll go Bills. Panthers at Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Okay. Jets at Rams. Rams, obviously. Patriots at Dolphins.
I'll go Dolphins here, but it scares me.
It does scare me, but New England never plays well in Miami in December.
Correct.
Jags at Ravens in Week 15.
I'll go Ravens.
Texans at Colts.
Colts.
Yep. Lions at Titans.
Titans.
Browns at the Giants. This is another interesting game.
I'm going to go with the Browns again. I just can't see them losing to the Giants.
Okay. Seattle at Washington. Another interesting game.
Seattle. Going with a heavy favorite here.
All right. So right now, as it sits, Travis, still, when this Week 15 ends, we're going to have Washington still winning the East going into Week 16 at 6-8. Bears at Vikings. This is actually a big game because the Vikings are technically still fighting for a playoff spot.
I think the Vikings win it.
I think so too. Bucks at Falcons.
Bucks.
Okay. Eagles at Cardinals.
I'm going to go Cardinals.
All right. Chiefs at Saints.
I think the Chiefs dropped this one.
I think so too. I do. It's not an easy place to play, even though I don't think there's any fans there right now. But yeah, it's not an easy one. So then we go Niners at Cowboys.
Give it to the Cowboys.
Cowboys beating the Niners. And then Steelers at Bengals. Clearly, that's an easy one.
Steelers.
Yeah. So, again, not a lot of movement this week after Week 15, according to
I don't think there's literally any between the last week and this week.
No movement. So, no movement between Week 14 and Week 15. Let's go to Week 16, where we have the Vikings at the Saints.
Saints.
Bucks at Lions. You don't think the Lions could sneak that one away?
No, their defense is too bad.
Okay. Niners at Cardinals.
The Cardinals are gonna drop another one. Let's give it to the Niners.
I like that. Yeah, I definitely agree there. So got the Cardinals at 8-7 going into Week 17. Interesting. Dolphins at Raiders.
See if the Dolphins drop this game. I think they could.
Really?
I don't see him going 3-1. See him dropping a game. Yeah, I'll give it to the Raiders.
All right. I just think that with the Raiders, so that would put the Raiders in the playoff spot. So Travis has the Dolphins falling out, the Raiders going in. Browns at Jets.
Browns
win that game. Giants at Ravens.
Oh, that's tough.
I don't think
they're playing right now.
What?
With the way that the Ravens are playing right now.
Yeah, I'm leaning Giants, honestly.
We'll give the Giants one. I know we've given them 2 losses in a row, so we'll give them one.
Colts at Steelers. This is an interesting one, too.
I like the Colts.
So that leapfrogs, well, we haven't got to Tennessee yet. But Tennessee plays Green Bay this week, so that leapfrogs the Colts into the AFC South winner. Bengals at Texans. I think it's Texans there.
Yeah.
Bears at Jaguars. Bears, probably. Falcons at Chiefs. That's Kansas City, clearly. Panthers at the Washington football team. Interesting matchup.
Washington again.
There we go. Washington's going to win that one, move to 7-8, and hold that East division. Broncos at Chargers.
Give it to Denver.
Rams at Seahawks. This is a big game right here for the division.
I think Seahawks win this one.
Seahawks get it. Eagles at Cowboys probably doesn't really matter.
Give it to the Eagles.
The Eagles are going to get it. And then Titans at the Packers, Week 16 Sunday Night Football.
I think the Packers win it at home.
I think the Packers are that good too. So that solidifies the Colts in the driver's seat in the AFC South. And then Monday night that week, Bills at the Patriots.
Give it to the Pats.
I think so too. I think the Pats could pull that one off. So big shakeups this week. Travis has our Dolphins losing on the road against Vegas, which drops them out of the playoff race. And then the Colts leapfrog the Titans and take over the AFC South. In the NFC, nothing really changes. So Week 17, a lot of big matchups. You have the first game on the slate is the 9-6 Dolphins against the 11-4 Buffalo Bills in Buffalo. Dolphins can't win the division, but they're fighting for a playoff spot. What do you think here?
Since we gave them a loss to the Raiders, I'll give them this a win. I think they might split them however it goes. So I'll give it to the Dolphins.
So that would leapfrog the Dolphins back into the 7th seed in the playoffs. Jets at Pats, probably the Pats. Ravens at Bengals.
Go with the Ravens.
Ravens winning that game. They're going to be 9-7. They're going to miss the playoffs. They're not going to get in. Steelers at Browns.
We'll go Steelers.
Steelers. You see that record right there? If the Browns, how you have it, Travis has the Browns and the Steelers both at 12-3 going into Week 17. So they'd technically be playing for the AFC North. I think it's a possibility, but I do think the Steelers will squeak it out. I just think they're the more experienced.
Yeah, I agree.
So that puts the Steelers at 13-3. Titans at the Texans. I think this is one the Texans could possibly win.
I don't know. Last week of the season, probably a lot of backups be in. And Tennessee will be playing everyone for seeding, so I don't think so.
Okay, we're going to give it to Tennessee then. Put them at 11-5. Jacksonville at Indianapolis. No way Indianapolis drops that one. 11-5 for Indianapolis, or 12-4 for Indianapolis, which is crazy as of right now. We got Tennessee and Indy playing each other in the first round of the playoffs, which would be wild. Chargers at Chiefs. I think Kansas City wins this one and just locks up that 1 seed. Because if they lose, would they lose it? No, they wouldn't. So it doesn't matter, but still Kansas City's going to win. Cowboys at the Giants. Now, this is a big game because we're going to have the Giants sitting at 6-9. And if Washington loses, what?
Give it to the Giants at home.
But then you turn around and you have Washington on the road against Philly. Can Philly get it done in Week 17? If Washington loses, let's see what happens. And then the Giants would sneak in. What do you think?
We'll give it to them. We'll give it to Philly.
We're going to give it to Philly. We're going to send the Giants into the – I think that Philly could show out with Jalen Hurts against that defense. We'll see, though, because Chase Young's next level. But we're going to give it to Philly and put the Giants in the playoffs, winning the East at 7-9. We got the Packers against the Bears. Packers aren't really fighting for much. So do you think they rest people this week?
Yeah, probably, but I still don't see them losing.
All right, we'll give it to them. Maybe we'll get to see our first dose of Jordan Love for the first time in 2020.
Maybe so.
Vikings at the Lions. Don't know if this really matters. We got Minnesota at 7-8. We'll see. Do you think Minnesota pulls it out, though?
No.
You don't. You're going to give it to the Lions. So, regardless, you have Minnesota choking on the road in Detroit and finishing 7-9, so they have no shot at making the playoffs. Saints at Panthers.
Give it to the Panthers.
The Panthers win. That would leapfrog and put Green Bay into the 1 seed, and New Orleans would lose their 2 seed. Now, this time I could see Drew Brees come back in Week 17 and them not being like fully in sync on offense and them dropping that game. So I kind of
is Drew Brees coming back this year?
Yes.
Oh, well, either way, we gave him a win at Kansas City, so I could see him losing this one.
That's crazy because that causes Green Bay to leap into that 1 seed. And then you got the Falcons at the Bucks. Bucks not really fighting for much, maybe seeding wise, but I don't see them dropping one at home to the Falcons.
I don't either.
Raiders at Broncos. Don't know if this game matters a whole ton.
Yeah, I think the Raiders win and they're in, right? Yeah.
So the Raiders win this game, even though our Dolphins would finish 10-6, we would get bumped out of the playoffs. However, we gave the Raiders the win against the Dolphins.
We did, so we'll give it to the Broncos.
I think so too. I think that's a game. I would be where Drew Lock stands. That'd be huge. I don't think Vegas is that good. So Vegas will finish 9-7. Cardinals at Rams. This is big because are there any other 8-8 teams? No, there's not. So even if, let's say, if the Cardinals lose this game, they still get in the playoffs. You think they lose
jump
it?
into the 5th seed?
Would they?
Yeah.
No, they wouldn't. They're staying that 7th seed.
No, I meant the Rams.
Yeah. So the Rams are going to win that game.
Rams will win, then we'll move on. Seahawks will beat the 49ers, and we have our playoff matchup set. Run through it real quick for you guys. AFC, Chiefs as the 1 seed. Steelers as the 2 seed, playing the 7 seed Dolphins. Colts as the 3.
Which
would
like
be a repeat of 2016 when the Dolphins played the Steelers in the first round. Then the 3 seed Colts playing the 6 seed Titans, and the 4 seed Bills playing the 5 seed Browns. NFC, Green Bay with the bye. 2 seed Saints playing 7 seed Cardinals. 3 seed Seahawks playing the 6 seed Bucks. 4 seed Giants playing the 5th seed Rams.
Yeah, so pretty interesting, I think.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see how it pans out. Do we want to come up with our Super Bowl winners in this?
Based off this, sure, let's go for it. Honestly, if Miami plays Pittsburgh in a wild card, I could see him upsetting them.
I probably would go with Pittsburgh just because of their defense.
Okay.
In a playoff game, I don't see it happening.
We'll lean Pittsburgh. Miami made it there in their second year in the Flores era. Good job for them. Tennessee at Indy. This is a big, interesting game.
I mean, Tennessee had it close the first time, and they mollywopped them the second time. I think they do it again. I see Tennessee winning.
So upset. The 6 seed Tennessee Titans are going to beat the AFC South winners, Colts. Cleveland at Buffalo. I don't see there's any way that Cleveland comes away with this game in Buffalo.
Probably not, but who knows? I don't mind it. Either way, I don't see either team making it past the next round.
Yeah, well, so then actually the way you have it is Tennessee would go on to play Kansas City and Pittsburgh would play Buffalo. The way we have it. Because they reseed after every round. So Tennessee versus Kansas City. Tennessee doesn't stand a chance.
Don't think so.
And then Pittsburgh or Buffalo. You don't think Buffalo could beat Pittsburgh? Well, actually, this is a rematch of the Week 14 matchup where we had Pittsburgh winning. Or Buffalo winning. Or Buffalo winning. So you think Pittsburgh gets their revenge here?
Yeah, probably so.
Pittsburgh and Kansas City. No, it sounds vanilla.
I mean, it's going to be chalk all the way through for me as of right now because I can't call any upset as of how these teams are playing right now. So let's just be honest with that. And it's probably going to end up being my Super Bowl Chiefs versus either the Saints or the Packers.
Yeah. The one team I think in the NFC that could end up beating and making a run is either the Rams or Seattle because Seattle's offense is really good. And if the Rams defense can play how I know they can play, they can make it back there. But we'll see. But this is how we have it lined up. We thought it'd be interesting to go for you guys. Again, we're going to drop this on YouTube, so check it out.